Continuing on with everything you don't know but need to know about sharks and shark finning, and exposing and proving that everything you think you know is a lie. I believe this is part 7 or 8 now. Be sure this is continuing on from the last one. Be sure you go back and watch all the way from part 1 through to the end in order. This is a non-stop one film documentary, and everything you've ever heard, every statement, every image, and every shark finning video that you have ever seen is 100% debunked, proven, and explained in this series, in this documentary, if you bother to watch it all. So this right here is a whale shark that is being cut up and staked on land because the entire body is consumed as meat. But here it is in a shark fin soup movie about stopping finning. What the fuck are fish or sharks doing that the entire body is being consumed as meat? Why are there images or footage of them doing whatsoever in any fin or finning related film? Why are they here? Simply because they're graphic, gory, bloody, and disturbing to people who are against fishing. But like I said, almost every image in these are lies and has nothing to do with finning. But what the fuck are all these images and footage of things that have nothing to do with finning being in here? Why? Because they manipulate you. And by the way, this would be a good time to point out one of PETA's tactics. PETA has a $32 million a year annual budget, and they spend millions and millions of dollars hiring psychologists and experts so that they can specifically and methodically plan out their videos to be as brainwashing as possible. What happens to you are literally being brainwashed while you watch a PETA video of any kind, let alone sharks or shark finning, is while you are being shown disturbing, bloody, graphic, gory images, there's a biochemical reaction that takes place in your brain. Your brain is flooded by these chemicals. You can't stop it, you can't help it. And these chemicals overload your sense of reasoning and your sense of logic. And your brain is now overrun and flooded with an emotional state. So your reasoning, abstract reasoning, logic, the way we think, the way we learn, the way we form conclusions, is actually literally altered. You can go back and watch a film called The People vs. Larry Flint. There's a part where Larry is giving a lecture on stopping the assault to try to ban porn. And the video he makes to show in the background has a bunch of naked women, and it cuts to disturbing, gory, graphic images of concentration camps and war. You'll see this done by PETA for the same reason. Because our brains, literally, we can't control it, we don't know what's happening, there's nothing we can do about it. Women particularly are prone to this, and it's also why 99% of women who buy into PETA's bullshit and Greenpeace are female, because they're even more prone to it. But while you're looking at graphic images of death and blood and goriness and animals being slaughtered and blood and butchery, your brain is not capable of logic and abstract reasoning the way it normally is. It is flooded and it is biochemically flooded and literally alters the function of your brain into an emotional response, so that lies are easier to accept. You take them as fact, instead of if it was something else that wasn't graphic or gory, you'd be scratching your head going, wait a minute, this doesn't add up, that doesn't add up, that's not right, how can that be right? You know what I'm saying? That's literally brainwashing. That's the problem. And PETA's $32 million a year annual budget pays for psychologists and experts who specifically plan these videos out. That right there should piss you off. You're being brainwashed, let alone lied to. You're literally being brainwashed in ways you don't even know and can't do anything about. Okay, as the world's apex predator, sharks are the guardians of our oceans. And they'll continue to tell you that the entire world and all the life in the sea would die without sharks. If every shark in the world disappeared right now, this hour, just vaporized and was gone in 1 second, not one single other species would not only go extinct, but thousands of species would thrive better and do better without sharks. Sharks are not the guardians of the sea. They'll try to say that they eat the dead body and that somehow prevents diseases and whatnot. Any dead carcass of whale, fish, shark, whatever, seal, whatever it is, that a shark would have eaten, if sharks didn't exist, that body would still be consumed 100% in a short amount of time, maybe not as rapidly as they are by sharks, but by the other organisms in the sea that eat a good percentage of anything the sharks eat anyway. So Sharks do not provide a service. All life on sea and on land would not come to a screeching halt if sharks disappeared. I'm not saying kill off all the sharks in the world, but